Hey y'all, welcome to Christmas at the Crafty Cove. You know how we do it here. We like to do farmhouse decor on a Dollar Tree budget. I am so excited to have you all today. It is the 5th, which can only mean one thing. It is time for our 5 Under 5 DIY challenge, and this month's theme is Farmhouse Christmas. We're going to talk about that in just a little while, but for now, we're going to get right into it with DIY number 1. So for this first DIY, we're taking 24 tumbling tower blocks, and we are going to glue these end to end in sets of 6. So we're going to have 4 sets of 6 glued end to end. And y'all can see I'm using my little, I want to say this is called a square, but y'all know me, I do not know the name of things. I'm lucky that I know my name some days. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm using this just because it helps me get straighter lines, and it makes me make sure that they are all in line and not just all wonky all over the place. And as I glue them together, when I push them together, I try to, I've lost my train of thought. I try to take off any excess glue that may be there. I'm not going to make you watch me glue all of these, but again, we do 4 sets of 6 glued end to end. Now that we've got all those finished, we are just going to take these and make them into a frame. And to do that, again, we're just using hot glue and gluing them all into a square shape so that we can make a frame for our little project here. So after we get our frame completely glued together, we're going to use some of this wax by Home Decor. And what I'm doing is I'm painting it on, and then I'm just wiping it off with a paper towel. I do this entire piece, the fronts, the backs, the sides, the insides, every single bit of this gets this. And I wanted just a little bit darker of a color, so after this dried, I went over it with one more layer. That just totally depends on you, however light or dark you want it. Next, I'm going to take this piece of scrapbook paper that I got out of a pack from Michael's, and I lost the footage, but all I did, y'all, was use hot glue and glued it right to the back of our frame here. Now I had a little bit of excess on the top and the bottom, so you can see I'm just taking my utility knife and we're going to score that, and we're just going to, or not score it, we're going to cut that right off of our piece. I'm not exactly sure why I put this in regular motion instead of fast, but y'all know how I am. I'm a little crazy sometimes. Okay, after we get that finished, I decided it still needed a little bit more. So I'm just taking some greenery off of some picks that I've gotten over the last few years, just pieces that I have, and gluing them like a swag right there in the center up at the top. And then I go ahead and take some frosted or snowy berries, again, that I've just gotten off of various picks throughout the last couple years, and I put 2, and then I glue 1 right on top of those 2. I love how this turned out. I think it's super cute. And y'all, this cost me less than $1 because that scrapbook paper I got after clearance one year, and so I've had it for a while, or on clearance one year. And then all those picks, those are just things that I can be a hoarder when I want to be, y'all. So I hoard craft supplies. After that, we're just going to take some of our tumbling tower blocks and affix them to the back. That way this can sit up on a shelf or however you'd like it, and that's it. I absolutely love how this turned out. It is one of my favorites in this entire video. Okay, y'all, again, today is 5 Under 5. That is one of my favorite challenges every single month. I absolutely love it. This challenge is hosted by myself and my amazing friend Emily over at Farm Charm Chic. Every month we do this challenge on the 5th of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the only rules are make 5 DIYs, with each DIY being under $5. So if you're interested, make sure you get a hold of myself or Emily, and we will get you started on joining this. Every month we pick a new co-host, and this month it is Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. And we are so excited to have Krista join us as our co-host this month. And as I've already told you, it is Farmhouse Decor Month. 2 of my very favorite things. I love farmhouse and I love Farmhouse Christmas decor. So y'all make sure you check them out in the description box below, and the playlist with some amazing inspiration from some talented crafters. Okay, we're going to move right on to DIY number 2. For this one, I'm going to take a 5-gallon paint stick that I already had in my stash. A lot of this stuff is already in my stash, so I'm counting my cost. So my cost is going to be a little lower than yours because, like I said, I already had some of this stuff in my stash. But we paint that paint stick black, one good coat with chalkboard paint. Now we're going to take these galvanized farm animals that, again, were in my stash, and we are just going to cover them with some buffalo check vinyl from the Dollar Tree. The chicken I did in black and white, the pig I do in black and red, and the cow I do in black and white. This is one of my favorite uses for this Dollar Tree vinyl, and I'm just cutting it down to the size that I need, sticking it over my piece, and then I turn it over and cut off any excess with either a craft knife or a utility knife. Either one will work. And I love how these look when they're finished. They look so cute, and they actually look like they came that way. And another benefit of this, it covers up those little holes that are there from the twine that they're supposed to be used to hang up on. So that covers up those holes. You don't even have to worry about that. But again, I like to do this. Again, it's one of my favorite uses of the vinyl from Dollar Tree. And I love to cover these animals and other different things with this vinyl. After we get those 3 finished, we're just going to put those to the side. We're going to take another thing that I had in my stash. And this is just a little sign from springtime. We're just going to remove the staples and the stickers. The staples left a little bit of a raised portion, and I could not find any sandpaper. So y'all, I just used a little bit of emery board that I have. That tip comes from Emily, also from Farm Charm Chic. After we get that finished, we're going to paint this entire sign, fronts, backs, and all around the edges with 2 good coats of Waverly white chalk paint. It's a little hard to paint on that front side because of the paper that's on there. I never try to take the paper off. It always makes a bigger mess. Next, I'm going to put my little decal on that I made with my Cricut that says Farmhouse Christmas. If you do not have a Cricut, you can always write this. You can go to Walmart, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, grab some stickers. I'm trying to work on my handwriting skills because I'm an awful handwriter. I almost flunked 2nd grade because of my handwriting, because I would love to just hand letter these, but if y'all have any tips, let me know. Next, I'm just going to take this little, I guess I'm still putting on the decal. After that, I take this little color your own ornament that's in the shape of a Christmas tree from the Dollar Tree. And from the star down, we are going to cover this with some more of that black and red buffalo check vinyl. Flip it over and cut it out with our craft knife also. Now, y'all know I never do things cohesively. So I needed to paint that little star. So after I get my vinyl on there, I go ahead and paint my little star just with some white Waverly chalk paint. Again, y'all know I don't do things the easy way. After that's finished, we go ahead and glue that right to the side of our little sign here. Now we're going to put our piece together. So we're going to take our paint stick and we are going to start gluing our pieces to our paint stick. So I'm gluing the Farmhouse Christmas sign up at the top, and then I'm going to glue my animals. Now, you could glue these like opposite directions, like the head facing one way on one, the opposite way on the other, but I wanted all mine to face the same direction. Does that make sense, y'all? So on the chicken, I just go ahead and put my glue right on the chicken and then put it down where I want it on my paint stick. But on the pig, I put, and the pig and the cow, I put my glue on the actual paint stick, and I got it a little more than what I needed. Y'all will see here. I tried to rub it off and get it off, but it doesn't work, and it leaves some residue. But don't worry about that. We're going to get that covered up. So after we've got all 3 of our animals glued on, now we're going to take these buffalo check bows from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to alternate them. The red and black one at the top of the chicken, the black and white one between the chicken and the pig, a red and white between the pig and the cow, and then a black and white down at the end. And you can see there that that covers up all of that glue residue that we got, because Y'all, I always use too much glue and too much Mod Podge every single time. Now I'm going to take some garland ties, and I just cut them down, and I'm going to just wrap them around the animals' heads or necks. And I don't even glue these. I just wrap them around there, and it works perfectly. I don't have any trouble with these trying to come off. After that, we're going to go ahead and I take some little berries off of a pick, and I am just going to glue those right in the center of our garland picks there. I love how this turned out. This is my favorite project of this video. Now we're going to take this little crate from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to cover it with buffalo check vinyl, the red and black. I do cover all 4 sides. I don't worry about the bottom, and I do go over the top a little bit so that it can stick down into the crate. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. And I do that just because I am going to put some floral foam in there, but I want to make sure that any of the crate that you could possibly see, or any of the inside of the crate you could see, is covered with my buffalo check vinyl. So here I am just doing the first side. I'm not going to make y'all watch me do all of these sides on here. I'm just cutting it and kind of wrapping it like a present. Here we are on our last side, and you can see inside there where I have put the buffalo check on the inside also. Now we're going to take some floral foam, and we're going to stick that right down in there. I did take my paint stick and go ahead and put a little hole in there for where I want my paint stick to go. Now I'm just going to put some glue in there. We're going to stick our paint stick down in there and then reinforce on the back with a little bit more hot glue just to make sure that it's good and secure and snug inside of our floral foam. Next, I'm going to take some more of those garland ties. I should have done this to begin with, but y'all know me. I don't do things the easy way. And we're just going to fill in all of that floral foam with our garland picks on the front and the back just to make sure it's all covered and that you cannot see it. And then I do add some fairy lights down there at the bottom and glue my battery pack on the back of this piece. And that's it. I absolutely adore this. This is so stinking cute and is definitely my favorite in this video. Okay, let's get on to DIY number 3. And y'all, it's gnome time. So I'm taking a Coffee Mate coffee creamer bottle that I've washed out. I am going to just remove the plastic on this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take off that lid, but keep it because you're going to need it. I'm going to go ahead and paint 2 good coats of Waverly White chalk paint on this, just because if you can see through his little beard, I want to make sure that it's not clear and it is covered. Next, I decided to take a gray and white mop from the Dollar Tree, take all the strands off. This one's a little bit different. You don't just pull the strands off, you do have to cut these off. Then I took an ornament, put it where I wanted my little gnome nose to be. And we are just going to start layering our mop strings the same way we do in all of our gnomes. I start at the bottom of the nose, and we're just going to start layering our pieces down. And then we will move to the top of the nose and layer them around the nose. Does that make sense, y'all? Oh, my gracious. I'm all excited, y'all, because my hubby is coming home tomorrow. So I'm so excited, and getting this voiceover done is the main thing that I need to get done today. I waited till the last minute, but y'all know how I am. So now we're just layering our mop pieces around the top of the nose, just gluing those right on top of each other till we get our beard as full as we want it. Now let's make the hat. Y'all know I make them all the exact same way. I make a triangle with a rounded edge or a rounded bottom instead of a flat bottom. We're going to go ahead and cut that out. Then we're going to put some hot glue on the edge. Fold our piece over till you almost touch the hot glue, and then fold it over the opposite way. Next, we are going to glue down the seam. I'm just making sure my hat will fit. So we're just going to glue down the edge. Do not glue the rounded part. You need that to be your opening. We're going to just stick our little hat on there and glue it to our nose. I decided this needed just a little bit more, so I'm going, oh, nope, I'm sorry. I'm giving him a little haircut here. Keep this beard as long or as short as you'd like. Then we're going to take another paint your own ornament, this time in a snowflake, and paint 1 good coat of Waverly White chalk paint. Then to cover up that hole at the top of the little snowflake, we're going to glue a black and white checked bow. We're going to glue this directly to our gnome, right to the hat. And then I found these little cute, adorably cute little lanterns at Walmart in a pack. And I'm just going to glue that right to his beard, and that is it. So simple, so cute, and I love the holiday vibe that this little guy gives off. Tell me what you all think in the comments below. Okay, DIY number 4, and another one of my favorites in this video. So I got these 6 pieces of wooden circles from Walmart, and they cost me $3.50. Watch the Dollar Tree. Sometimes you can find these there, but on this day I couldn't, so I just used these. I'm going to paint all 6 of these front, back, and all around the edges with 2 good coats of Waverly White chalk paint, and then take some black chalkboard paint and just feather all the way around the circle on all 6 of these. Then I made some Farmhouse Christmas decals. I made a barn, a cow, a chicken, a pig, a tractor, and one that says Farmhouse Christmas, and we're just going to put one on each of these circles. Now, you can use these year-round if you just minus the Farmhouse Christmas one, like use the whole set, but just take that one out. And I did like that about it. Now, for this, I'm going to use these as ornaments, but I think what I'm going to do is, after Christmas is over, I think I may put some magnets on the back and just use these as magnets on my refrigerator. After we get all of our decals on, we are just going to, glue some jute on here for a hanger. I'm just putting hot glue, putting my little string on there with the circle to be the hanger, and then gluing again over the top of it. After that, we're going to take some buffalo check ribbon from the, material from the Dollar Tree. I cut it in strips. Then I just knot it up and cut it down to the size I want and put that right to the center. And I do this for each one of the ornaments. Again, I really think I'm going to go ahead and put those magnets on the back so that I can use these year round. And at Christmas, I can use them for ornaments. And at every other time of the year, I can just use them as magnets. But I absolutely love how these turned out. Y'all make sure you let me know. Do you like these? And you could do this with so many other designs, but so simple. DIY number 5. I'm not even sure if I would call this a DIY, but you know how I am. So I'm taking this plate that I got from the Dollar General last year. It was $1, but I actually paid less than that because I got it when all of their Christmas decor went on sale. I might have paid 70 cents for it. And then I'm just going to jazz this up with a little decal that says Nethery Tree Farm, established 1993, which was the year I got married. Oh my goodness, y'all. I've been married for almost 30 years, more than half my life. I am so thankful for it. He is my best friend. I cannot wait until he gets home tomorrow. We've not seen each other in over a month. So, y'all, I am so excited. So, just keep him in your prayers, please. Actually, yeah, tomorrow as he travels, he'll be traveling alone. Just keep him in your prayers, please. I would so appreciate it. After we get that decal on, we are just going to go ahead and add a little bit more. I'm taking some more picks that I've got in my stash. I'm taking some pieces off of those, and we're just going to glue those to the top in the center of our plate, and then glue a little bow right on top of those pieces. It does cover up my name, the Nethery. I'm okay with that, but I might eventually go through and just cut that bow down just a little bit more so that you can see where it says Nethery. I didn't realize how much it covered it up until I took my final reveal pictures for this project and for this video. So I may go ahead and cut that down a little bit just so you can go ahead and see our name. But that is it. How cute, and way less than $1. And just jazzing up something I already had, but I think it turned out so adorable. So y'all, we've made it to our final reveal. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Emily and Krista in the description box below. And the amazing playlist of so many talented crafters. If you're ready for some Farmhouse Christmas inspiration, you do not want to miss this playlist. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember, y'all, be a blessing because you are so blessed. We are all more blessed than we even could ask or think. I appreciate you all, and I love each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now. You hear?